chat. Taking a look at this market. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Futures down, oil down, gold and silver just can't get out of the way of themselves. Fucking they're tumbling.
Yeah.
Solana's up 1.4%. Bitcoin's down, 3%? This market's just
it's ugly.
Train wrecking all over the place.
Yeah. Oil's down. That's weird. Wow.
Yeah, oil's down.
But some random shit coins are up. Like XTZ is up a little bit, a couple percent, 1.5%.
Shorts are up.
Atom
4%.
Atom is up 7.4%. Atom's just been defying the trend for a while now.
Right.
It has just been like, yeah, I'm not doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, Algo's up 8.5%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Adam's having a good morning.
What's that shit coin?
It's having a good run. I mean, it's been rocking the last, going up consistently now.
Oh
Since
yeah, look at that.
June? Like, pretty much the dump in June. It's just been rising.
Yeah.
A few days up, a couple days down, but like the downs are, it's just making higher highs and higher lows.
It got all the way down to $6. Wow. It's almost a triple.
Yeah, it's very nice. $15
nice.
and change.
Wow. You guys like this coin?
Yeah.
I mean, like what it does.
I mean, I trade it. I don't like it or not like it. I just trade it.
Just trade it. I mean, I don't know if these are one of these that you hold for long term. That's, I guess, more like.
No way. No way. No. I mean, I know people do. I know lots of people do. They like this coin a lot. It has utility and everything, but like to me, it's just a coin to trade and profit.
Yeah, it's just another vehicle.
I definitely don't hold it. Yeah, I definitely don't hold it.
Yeah.
But I do actively trade it and then take profit.
Well, you can see it, man. It's clear as day.
Yeah.
It's bouncing off the wave trend out of the way up, man.
Yep.
Literally. Wow. That is a nice.
I mean, obviously, it's all Veps. Who cares what direction it's going? But just in general, this one's been relatively easy compared to a lot of others in recent weeks and even the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
It'll even fall. Like it even fell a bit on whatever it was. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday. The market dumped harder yesterday, and it fell a good amount, but like recovered fairly decently already.
Yeah, I'm looking at oil. I'm looking at crude right now on the VRE, and boy, it opened up, charged right to the new weekly range, 68.3 Laplace, dumped down to the daily tight range. Trend alert. Meow. There we go. What is that? 4 hour. Okay, we've got the new 4 hour candle. Yeah, 95.4 Laplace down here on the 4 hour. And yeah, 2SD and 95.4 Laplace right on top of each other on this 4 hour candle. Just rejected off the bottom side of the 68.3 with that wick. Yeah, these markets are looking like do-dos. Do and do. Let me see here. Bitcoin. Oh boy. Bottom of the new weekly is up here at like almost 20K. Big range. Me and MJ were checking it last night. It's like 5% range. So we know what that means. Probably get a ranging week, but where is the range?
Yeah.
We already came down to the daily 95.4 Laplace. Closed one candle below it and came up, bounced around on the top of it, right back up above the 1SD. That's why we use the probabilities, folks. It's all about the probabilities. And that's why I have 4 hour on here too. That's why I have 4 hour on here too, especially when you're intraday trading. Hello. They come in real handy. We all know that. And what do we got? What is SPY doing pre-market? It was down like a little tick. Yeah, just a little bit, 1%. 383. New weekly range is
It's on the wider side. It's slightly on the wider side. New weekly.
So where is the whole week? Let's see here. The weekly. Boom. Very interesting. You got all this price action. I mean, the whole week obviously was just slow burn to the downside. This weekly range, it's going to be up here pretty high, probably around 390-ish center somewhere. So what's SPY going to do? What are the minis doing? Let's see. Not down that much. ETH, just go explode somewhere. Go leave.
It's crazy on that chart, that ETH yesterday, Yasha, looking at the thing just fell out. It's going to zero, it looks like.
Yeah, dude.
What is?
That ETH warrant or ETH?
ETH proof of work. The old ETH chain, ETH.
Oh, they're just dying.
I mean, it has a disincentivized bomb in it, so it should be dying.
So they changed up the tickers. What is it? ETH?
Yeah.
So, well, the ETH chain is just the new proof of stake chain. Like they just switched it over to proof of stake, right, with the merge thing. And the old chain that was running until last week is now ETHW.
Right. I'll tell you what.
So
if I'm like a big ETH holder, and I've been a big ETH holder, I'm not feeling very comfortable with my investment at this point. I'll tell you that right now.
Dude, it dropped all the way to 4. It was at 6 when we were looking at it yesterday morning. Wow.
If you're a big ETH investor, though, like you're not holding, well, you might, obviously you're holding ETHW, but you're not, you weren't making money on that,
Right.
unless you were selling it. And it's been selling now since it pretty much launched. If you look at it started back in.
So do they know what percentage of miners didn't go to the new chain, or?
So that's the thing, is a lot, obviously most miners went to the new chain, but a bunch also stayed on the old chain. And more people were supposed to be signing up to the old chain, but if you look at the fact that there's a disincentivized bomb basically baked into old ETH, which makes it basically not profitable to be a miner now, it's going to be really hard to convince miners to stay on there. After a while. It's very, very unlikely. I mean, some will, because they'll see a certain attrition rate, then it'll become profitable again. Those who are willing to bear that pain. But a lot of people won't be willing to bear that pain, especially because ETH miners can be just everyday average people with just a regular home computer mining. You don't have to have an ASIC miner to mine ETH, right? So anybody can do that. And are they gonna mine the thing that keeps falling in price, or are they gonna mine the thing that is at least worth a bit more, worth whatever ETH is worth, and try to keep making money on that? But I guess at some point, you'll see some people, either it will support itself by having some amount of transaction volume, or it'll just die off. And it's
right. Yeah.
Well, if you look at that chart, it definitely looks like it's dying off. It's down from $47 in a month.
Yeah, well, I mean, it started like in August quietly as a pre-launch, and it's just been falling. And since they launched it with the merge a few days ago, I mean, if you look at the 4-hour, that thing is just ugly. Now it has been bouncing the last several 4-hour candles.
Oh, I just found
it's ugly. It's ugly. I mean, it's a what? It's a 540. It was at $40 the other day when they launched it. That's when I sold.
I did some investigation, and I found the devil's lair. Oh, there it is. Woof! That was a fucking boom boom. Oh my goodness, that's a 15-minute candle too, ladies and gentlemen. That's no dicking around.
Pretty much a 50% haircut.
Yep. Fuck, a little more. Oh no, 50%. My God. Right there, people were jumping out of windows. Hey, let's get the fuck out of here. Something's not right. It's like, yeah, you're dealing in this shit coin. It's okay though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever they make a new fork or something, generally speaking, a fork of a massive coin is usually going to sustain as a second entire coin. Like, Bitcoin Cash demonstrated that very vividly. Like when they forked, they didn't sustain a value equal to Bitcoin. Nothing close, right? They went to like 1% eventually. Now it's like 1% of Bitcoin or something. Right? And then they forked again with Bitcoin SV, right? And then they made that whole straddle, and they fell even further. And they've been in terms of percentage compared to Bitcoin, and it's just been, those are when they're clear cash grab. I understand there's people who like those projects, and I'm not saying you can't like those projects if for whatever weird reason you want to like them. Good for you. I hope you're making a bank. I hope you're having a great time. But like, if you're looking at it from a straight trader point of view, the forks for selling at when they launch, it's just like when they launch new shitcoins or new NFTs that are not really amazing. They're opportunities to sell, really.
Sell. Mortimer. Let's see here. Gotta sell.
Yeah, sell Mortimer. Sell Mortimer.
Oh, Mortimer. Let's see here. All right. So we've got enough of this DRE. So we're waiting around. We've got 17 minutes to market open. Let's check out this new weekly candle and what we're looking at. We talked about this last week. Literally rejecting off the mean for literally since 48K. This will be the third time. And from what I see, probably going to sweep some new lows. We know Bitcoin, though. But that's what I'm looking at. This reverse band too is right down here by the 2SD, right around 16K. What kind of makes sense to me? 16K action. Let's see if the charts support this shit. Got a new weekly candle. I mean, we're gonna start creating some bull div here at some point. Probably we get these lower lows. Price action. Yeah, volatility on the weekly's contracting. We get some strong volatility come in here with a down move. It'll probably significantly correlate. Go into trend. The fissures are all but probably one of my fissures are below the mean of these dev bands. And you know what? I mean, there's no bear div. No bear div. Got that going for it. Other than that, though, just ugly. Ugh.
There was a nice touch on the third RMLR band down on Bitcoin on the 4-hour, and so it is in mean reversion according to the probabilities.
Probabilities. Ding ding. Well, here we go.
Right.
Yeah, man. Well, these bands are tight too. We're about to. We're probably going to see a move, even with those 4-hour candles here that dropped down to the open. Bands didn't even budge. They're like, nope. We're going to squeeze a little more. We got something for y'all. Yeah, I mean, you know how Bitcoin is. What the hell's this 4-hour chart look like? Let's take a peek. Whoops. There we go. And the fishers are turning up. Got some bull div on the Z-score. I mean, slightly long term from the first drop when we were up there at whatever 20, 23, 22, whatever it was. Predictor's actually flipping on the 4-hour. I'll tell you what, this correlation's starting to. What do I got this set on? Hold on here. Throw this on. There we go. Yep, it's on a 5. It's still on a 10.
What was I saying last week? Oh yeah, we had that cross on the RMLR and the intersect, right? And boom, did we ever have a move? We also had another one on the 18th, which was yesterday, right before the market fell. Literally. Yeah, these. You want to talk about crosses that matter? The mean and the RMLR, that matters. Don't give me your silly iron crosses or whatever they call them. With
It's been so long, you don't even know what they call them. What death cross?
The death cross. The death cross.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a badge of honor when you forget all the traditional TA bullshit.
Yeah,
Yasha, you ever play hockey?
you bet.
Good, good. So you remember the Iron Cross drill then?
No, I played like amateur high school kind of stuff.
That's one
I
of the
was not
most hated drills in hockey.
Yeah,
Oh,
we didn't do any of that. We didn't do any of that stuff.
Right.
We just played for fun. We just had fun,
I
brawling.
was thinking maybe you were having like a flashback to some pain or something. So.
Oh no, there's like an Iron Cross or something in gymnastics or in trading. Maybe I don't know. Is it option? I forget. I always forget the names of these things. But in flying too, right? The German Air Force had an Iron Cross, I think. Or was it? I don't remember.
Somebody Google it.
Well, there's lots of Iron Crosses. The
Yeah, I was
question
going
is
to
what-
say there's a million
one-
Iron Crosses, man.
Yeah, which one is my brain thinking of? And I thought it was called the Iron Cross, but it's the Death Cross. And then there's the other one, the other direction. I don't even remember the name of that one.
I played hockey. I don't remember that drill.
right. Now, do I have?
It's not one that's well liked.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago. I mean, a long time ago.
I remember something from crew back in college because where I was in Washington D.C. and we used to go to the stairs in Georgetown, these huge stone, like slate stone stairs that were used in the movie The Exorcist, and they called them the Exorcist stairs. And I remember having to do drills running up and down those stairs. That was not fun, but it was great fun after you get used to it. But that was like utter pain,
Right.
utter pain, running up and down these like crazy stairs many times.
Let me do something here real quick. Let's see. I want to put this on.
Yeah. Anyway, mean reversion is definitely happening.
Mean
I would
reversion.
not be surprised to see this thing walk over to the mean or even move up to it a little bit in the next few days. If the
33.
returns do what they say they're doing.
Smooth. Let's throw an 11 smooth on. And what color is this? Let me turn this UPM on real quick. There's a 33 power mean right there. With an
You want
11.
to see something scary? Put that on the
There.
weekly.
There. I was gonna say, man, that doesn't look right with an 11 smooth.
The 3012 on the 3012 on the RMLR on the weekly. Man, that thing goes down to like $2,200 sometime in April next year. Obviously, the price action won't go to the very bottom of that, if that's actually the bottom. But that's where the RMLR points to. Of course, between now and then, it'll the line will shift a lot in terms of height and stuff. So that's not an exact target when it's so far out. But still, if it goes down near there, people are gonna be freaking out. I bet we're gonna get some cheap corns.
Just a tad.
Cheap corn. Turning the smoothing off on this real quick. Yeah, it doesn't move it that much at all. Yeah, you don't even need the smoothing. When you got it on.
If we go to 80% from here, be a nice discount.
Right.
Heck yeah. Not that I'm suggesting we should for a long period of time or whatever, but that wouldn't be against it.
Get here. Come on.
Shake out the weak hand and leave the strong ones to play. And then let in all the new blood who wants to come in.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see. Now let's go to that weekly.
Yeah, look at that. Come on.
Joy.
If you stick a projection cone on that bad boy, that is ugly. Where it goes to.
Let's see.
Like from the top there. It just targets so nicely.
Let's see. Like a 4 hour. I want to see something here. Actually.
When I put the projection on the what do you call it? On the high of November, like the reversal of the high. That projection boss on the third standard deviation. I mean, sorry, the third Laplace down points dead on to the bottom of that RMLR. Dead on, like within a few, not so much money at all. Negligible difference.
What time frame? What are you talking about? What time frame are you talking about?
On the weekly, I stick a projection boss too on the reversal candle of like November 15th, 2021.
Yep, right here.
And
Oh,
the 30 floss down points right down to that target. It is just, man.
Right. Well, where in the hell is this some bitch? There it is. Way out here, getting all confused. Come here, you little booger. November 15th. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, from the all-time high. Jeez. Yeah, and we already know, right? Here's that 48K. We all know that was a reverse mean rejection there. There. Underneath the 95.4. And the projection from the all-time high. That is a recipe for ugliness.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Saying, no, we like it down here. We like the 4.6% probability that we just hang out down here. Maybe we scream down. Woo! Hello. That would be massive. That'll scare some folks out of their lungs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it won't have to scare them out. You're gonna, oh my goodness, you're gonna have some people inside gonna lose their shit quickly. Yeah, nothing's really. That's what I want to do here. Look on this 90. What's that thing with that sucker? Where is? Let me see here. That's what I needed to do. Is that a weekly? Let me move this all the way back up to the first candle. Boom. Throw it on a 90. Should be somewhere. There we go. Now, yeah, what was that top over the weekend here? Like 20.1. Back up inside. Let's go to this recent one. Boom. This big candle. How do you know that's shot? Yeah. I mean, you literally had the 99% move on that 90-minute candle, probably. Jeez. Power sell. Power selling. We teach it.
What's up, fellas?
Yep.
Hey, what's up? Yeah. When in doubt, teach them how to power sell. Want to be safe? Yeah, just sell it.
So, interestingly enough, we are coming up on another intersect today or tomorrow. Depends how the mean does today. Could start happening today, but probably tomorrow. On the mean and the RMLR.
What time frame?
Daily. Bitcoin.
Yeah. Pity. Okay.
Daily.
It's literally going to intersect tomorrow if it doesn't already fall through today. If the mean doesn't actively fall through, but basically.
And what do you have your power mean set to?
On a 30, but even on a 33, you should see it.
Yeah. Because I've got what my RMLR is set up on. I've only got one on here. I think it's 3011.
No, so I'm talking about the power mean on the 30 or the 33. You'll see it crossing through the 1110 RMLR.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I knew you were talking power mean. I just didn't know the length. So you're talking the RMLR on the low here. Let me
yeah, the 1110 RMLR.
Pace. Change this one up.
when it happens, we get nice moves. I mean, it's clear as day.
9. It's gonna be doink, doink. Yeah, right here.
Yeah. So while this may be a ranging week, expect some nice volatile action is what I would say.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree for sure. Get off there. Yeah, the entropy is starting to drop on the weekly. Obviously, we're
Look at that. Yeah.
I got to get these flashes off. I don't even have the A2 on. Could have swore I turned that off. Show entropy flash. No. Where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, it's
Oh, where the heck are you?
talk, chicken talk. Wow, man, that entropy, that AME on the entropy is. Whew.
There it is. Flash it. Bye bye. I don't even have the A2 on. Come on now. Don't need it. There we go. Let me set on a daily. Throw this on a weekly. Save. Boing. Okay, now we're better. Now I wanted to see how far below the mean we are on the 90. Okay, mean reversion. We're up here to, yeah. I'll tell you what, the reverse mean on the 90 is up here by like a weekly volatility range test. A couple $100 below it. Anyway, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing pops a little bit. But eventually, yeah, not good. 4 hours above it too. We already talked about those tight bands. How tight were they on the 90? Yeah, they're starting to spread out. 45 are probably exploded. They were, for sure. Boy, oh boy, that's a nice looking little candle right there. Opened up, shot up, rejection right down to the 2SD band, pulled right back up. Man, oh man, that was a volatile little 45-minute candle there. There's some good fucking 1 minute scalps on that baby, I bet. Let's see. Yeah. And I mean, you guys, look at the wick right to the 3SD band. And we were popping with it right here, but then the bands really expanded, came down, boop, almost made another run at it. Mean revert, wick right to it. Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah. Exactly. It can almost touch that third band down, but it's very, very, very unlikely. It's more likely to mean revert before it hits it again.
Mm-hmm.
Way more likely. Like we're talking less than 1%.
Dog creeping. Who's out here?
That's not when they happen.
You went in? No. We had a little storm blow through here last night. Power was going on, and good thing I put that surge protector in. I needed it. It worked flawlessly last night.
Nice.
Bad power surges out here and shit. So yeah, it did
Yeah,
exactly
those
what it was
are not
supposed
fun.
to do. Let's
Especially
see.
like when you have things to do online or you just need electricity for something in general.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not on.
This 33 power mean is right there with the weekly test too.
Yeah.
We're bottom. Yeah, we're talking $200. There's a couple areas that are like literally right at the top of the daily range.
Yeah.
So if you see, we get some price action back up here, another $1,000 today. High probability, and it's right by the 68.3 that we get a rejection there. Will that be a test? Yeah, pretty close. Within a couple $100 on a weekly, and it's not too bad. 9:30. All right, where you at, Spy? Let's rock and roll. Okay, let's take a peek. Here's the center of the weekly. What'd I say, 390? A little higher. I bet the bottom's at about 390. Where are you? 389. 389.36. Pretty close. So we got 389, about a $7 range. What is that percentage-wise? Let's check it out. Boop. Yeah, about a 2% range. So 390, 396. Let's go over here. Check SPY out. Boink. What's this on the 90? Start at the 4-hour. Z-score is turning up, huh? Got a lot of bull div. Tell you what, we're above the zero mean on the returns oscillator too. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there going, sell, sell, sell. Be a good time to just wreck a shit ton of people and move this up to the weekly range right now and just donk. Uh-oh. Those damn moving averages lied to me again. Yep, they sure do. They lie a lot. These fishers are all down though. Let's see what happened with the weekly here. Bull div. But all the fishers are crossing the median of the bands. Wow, man.
If you're new to trading with our tools, like if you're one of the whelps who's learning to use our tools, and you're taking long-term positions, or you're taking high leverage positions, please don't do that. Like, you should be learning how to trade low time frame, Veps.
Yep. That's
Because you'll get wrecked real soon, real easy, if you hold on too long and you don't know exactly what you're doing.
Right.
Way easier to just take a bunch of little trades, win a lot of little trades, keep filling up your little buckets full of profits. Go home at the end of the day with a bunch of buckets full of profits rather than to take one giant bucket that you can't even move. And if it goes the wrong way, it will wreck you.
Actually said that a while ago. I can't even remember when it was, but it was like, just take your trades, stop trying to swing. And
Bro, I can't hear you. I can barely hear you, Doc.
sorry, man. Let me turn up my gain. You said that a
There you
while
go.
ago on the stream, and I've changed my own strategy to just start trading, not rather than trying to swing trade and hold big old bags like positions. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's so much better, man. I've been absolutely killing it for the past week. Just trading, waiting for volatility to line up, getting ready for contraction, and then waiting for an expansion with positive and negative correlation, and just shorting and longing it when it happens. Like, you know.
That's exactly right. And how's that working out for you?
I've done 5x this week.
Okay. Thank you very much for proving once again. Thank you. I appreciate that. For demonstrating that it works, even for somebody who's really just starting to use these tools relatively recently. That's,
I mean, like,
I think, very good information for all the other new people.
I've definitely
dude.
I've definitely left a lot on the table, but I mean, like, that's just down to trading strategy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like right now, I'm waiting.
Yeah, we don't.
Sorry, go on.
Like, as long as you're not racking up losses, right?
No. I mean, like right now, I'm waiting
You're
for a
racking up.
15-minute signal on XRP.
Yeah.
Volatility is contracted. We've got positive correlation. We're either going to pump out of here, or it's going to dump through positive, or it's going to expand and then go negative on correlation. So I'm waiting for the signal.
Right.
Basically.
There you go. So to all the other people who are out there relatively new with our tools, like Doc's been using all kinds of stuff for years, and he's recently been getting into our updated pro tools. And like real recently, we're talking a week or two, and he's already having winning trades. This can be learned, and if you don't know where to enter or where to exit, it's because you haven't learned the tendencies, and that is really what matters. Like we make these tools and we make them available to new people so that you learn the tendencies, because that's how to trade this stuff. Anyway, thanks, Doc. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man.
That's really awesome, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah,
Keep it
no,
up.
I'm waiting. I will be getting the Pro Tools pretty soon. I got it. Basically, I just have to set up some wallets because I want to pay for my TV account. I want to get the yearly subscription on monthly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I believe
Yeah.
you can pay with crypto on them. So I need to set up because the only wallet I have is an X wallet. I don't have any other wallet. So,
Mm.
By the way, do the math on when, because like I think if you want to buy their annual thing, it might be cheaper to get it at Black Friday.
yeah, I have a 50% at the moment off.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I think
that's
Black Friday
probably.
was 70 or something like that.
I think it's roughly around that, so I don't know if it's exactly 50 or 60, whatever. But that's a good discount.
That's a very
Yeah,
good
they
discount.
do the Black Friday deal, but they also if you're coming up for renewal and you select that you're going
Yeah,
to cancel, they'll usually offer you pretty
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. They
sizable
give you
discount
basically
too.
like a Black Friday type deal, or they'll even extend your deal for like 18 months instead of 12, something like that.
As well as that, if you just literally email support and say, "Can you send me a discount code, please, for an annual subscription?" They'll just send it to you. I've done that before in the past.
Right. I've heard that too, but I've never done that. But yeah, I did hear that. Like they offered it to me when I told them I was going to do whatever they didn't want me to do.
There's a prime example on XRP USDT on the 15-minute. It looks like it's going to pop out. Traditional TA would say we're in some sort of bullshit triangle, but it's not. It's not out. We've got positive correlation, negative drift, contracting volatility, and it's not time to make the move. No signal given.
Sweet. Good read, man. Good read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm enjoying listening.
Yeah, it's just like impatient,
Yeah.
really.
Let me tell you something. I love nothing more than hearing more people get this stuff and share their insights. That's why we do this.
I mean,
We
like I
just
was
been
using volatility
plugging
back
away.
when the original person that we don't speak of anymore used
Right.
volatility. But
Sure.
we didn't have anything like our PC back then. At least not the way it's laid out here. You know.
Yeah. No, these tools are. I mean, they are next level in terms of that stuff. Like, yeah. No, it's that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We's happy. Wow.
There's definitely in our full suite of tools. There's tons of tools we did not have before that are just amazing. It's just amazing. Like,
Yeah, the way I've been explaining it to Crypto Warlord is that what I'm doing is I'm learning each one by one, and then I'm gonna start adding them on once when I want it. Basically, when I want something extra that I'm looking for, do you know what I mean? So, for example, the next one will be the mean reversion and the probability cones. Cones are amazing for knowing your levels, places to get in and get out. And then the mean reversion knows when it's moving back towards the mean, when it's mean reverting, so you know that the play is going, like, you know.
exactly. You target the extreme band or whatever. You don't even have to target it, but when it hits an extreme band,
Yeah.
you know, you can flip to a mean revert or whatever. And yeah, there's all kinds of really cool things that you can do with the probability, the projection boss, and the RMLR, which has like a direction predictor also built into it. Like super powerful information. And then there's the entropy tools, which tell you, you know, the randomness of the trend. And again, that's what it's all about, because price action is always following the returns, and the returns are always zigzagging around the mean, because that's what volatility does.
Mm-hmm. Smart people.
Oh yeah, I like
And
having smart people in the Discord.
a real dumb world. Smart people make my day.
Give me a month, man. I'm a wet week into this stuff.
Yeah. It's all good. Love it. Love it.
Now that I don't have a fucking PhD to focus all my 24 hours a day on every
Right.
single day.
Right. Now, when you go bike riding, you could look at the tree lines and think of divs.
Oh boy, me too.
That's right.
So famous. Wait until you look at your chart like Bilbo does, and you can actually see it all one picture and one read. You can see the entropy, the divergence, the the AVP, the PC, all together in one shot, and that's what gives you the big picture. I mean, that's the goal. It's almost like becoming a mixed martial artist, you know.
Good analogy.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's like looking at a heads-up display of a fighter pilot. What he sees in front of him in a jet plane. He sees like tons of information. He processes it all at the same time. That's the same idea. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're not actually flying jet fighter planes, and those guys are really badasses who are dealing with much more dangerous stuff. But
Not
still,
yet, man. Give it a while. Maybe we'll take that on as well. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Please put me in a flight seat. You have one eye? Yeah, just one. It works really well though. Okay.
I've got 40/40 in one eye.
Nice. Yep, exactly. I smell real well. Can smell the enemy. All right, let's see. This daily chart. Man, I'll tell you what.
my cat disagrees.
Yeah. Yeah. So does variance in the Fishers. I mean, we've got some bull div on the returns oscillator, and the volatility is contracting, negatively correlated. This is on a 10 though. I did flip it. Let me see real quick. Let me throw this back on a 5. Where are you at, you little bugger? There you go. And on a 5. And it just went significantly positively correlated. Yeah. Daily on a 10. On a 10 look back for the correlation was contracting, negatively correlated, but you throw it on a 5 and it's significantly positively correlated. So yeah, the volatility is going to have to, and it's only at an 80, so it could expand. It's got room. And that's a lot of room too, in my opinion. Predictors still to the downside. I put so much, just when I'm looking at everything together. What do I go to last, man? I look at these Fishers. I'm telling you what, man, they tell a story. They really do. These different lengths. When they get in lockstep and they're all running to the downside. Yeah. Yep. Good stuff. And yeah, just that recent move back up to whatever. We're almost 430 up there. I mean, you had 3. Is that 3 of them? 3 of those Fishers outside those dead bands. And that's why these guys started throwing these deviation bands on everything. I remember one time too, Bally saying, "Oh, you just can't throw those on every day." It's like, why not? Why can't you? Is that just your rule because you're crazy, or what the hell's happening here? Because I'm telling you, it gives good information.
Yep.
You know when you get outside there, and you've got this one just kicked right off the 2SD when the other 3 were outside the bands altogether. So I got that back on a 5. Let's go to a 90-minute.
There goes that expansion XRP on the 15-minute. We can close here in a minute now. We'll be doing well for
This 90-minute. Why is my entropy not kicking? The volatility fell off a cliff from Friday. I mean, boom, it's 0. Heading into positive correlation. The Fishers were all up. Got 1 turning down. This has got the writing for a little pop today, which makes sense. You know, we got this weekly range. Bitcoin too.
Yeah.
At least a move up to 390. Wouldn't be shocking at all. Would not be shocking at all.
Yeah.
It's definitely starting to move.
Those are strong areas.
Here comes BTC. It's sold.
To the tape.
Slime is up almost 2%. I bet those shorts are falling off now. Not they're up. Hell, they're up 45%. People not taking profit. Especially when down moves on Bitcoin happened, pretty much late last night. God, man, these people that aren't taking profits, man, come on now.
Yeah, that's the thing is like when everything's on fire, people want to buy more matches.
Yeah.
Instead of buying buckets full of water. You should be buying buckets full of water when everything's on fire.
Look right here. I mean, boom, you get a nice bounce right off the 1SD. For God's sakes, people that don't have this, I mean, at what point during the sideways price action after this dump are you going to take profit here?
Right.
People are like, well,
Yeah,
if you took a profit, I would have missed this down here. Missed what? You just won a nice trade.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. I guarantee you,
Yep.
probably get in the charts on the low time frames. I saw a post by Yasha yesterday. Look at the entropy on the 1 minute. It's just straight ridiculous, and it shows these trending moves on. These are 15-minute candles. I guarantee you go to the 1 minute chart. That is trend heaven.
Yep. Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
right
The little hills they just don't end.
These moves right here on the 1 minute, boom, trending like crazy back to the top side.
Yep.
This is why we trade like this. Low time frames. Volatility is our friend. Most of the times traders, when they hear about volatility, it's coming from options guys. You don't hear it coming from, just the traders that aren't in the options market. You hardly ever even hear the word, right? And if you say volatility, people get confused immediately, and they will just think you're talking about volume and
price action.
Yeah. Yep. And it's like, no. Volatility. There's not just implied volatility. We're bringing it from every angle. And in some cases, like our grade, we've combined implied volatility with historical volatility. And that combination of those two volatility types, and when you peak out or you are at a 0 percentile, I mean, it's a no-brainer what's about to happen. And we all know volatility when it just drops off a cliff. Be prepared. If you see volatility on a 45 or a 90-minute chart and it literally like dropped from a 50 to 100 down to a 0 or something, get ready. Get ready. I would definitely be down on those low time frames, waiting for the move. Waiting for the move. And that's what like a lot of traders don't understand what to do. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but we used to have people and they're coming in. They only trade the hour chart. They only trade the 4-hour chart. It's like, dude, you gotta figure out how to create a workflow.
Yeah.
So when you're intraday trading, you know what you're doing. You have a game plan, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a plan, you're planning to fail, right?
Right.
Crazy. Got to get it together. Got to get it together.
Yeah. And if you're intraday trading and you're only trading 1 hour or 4 hour, you're not going to have a lot of trades in the day. You're not really intraday trading.
Exactly. I want to grab this new PB2 real quick that we're working on. I know Donnie's still working on this. Having trouble with the anchoring or something, if I'm correct. If I remember. Put this on here. Paste that baby on there. Where are you? Oh, it almost went exactly where I wanted it to go. Yeah, it reads my mind. Where is... There it is. Down here. Okay. So where would I have started this? Yeah, probably right here in the rejection on that 4-hour. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, this is why we love the distribution. Immediately, yeah, we got outside this distribution. So you're like, is this sustainable? At some point, the probabilities are going to dictate what this price action is going to do, and it sure did. Sure did. Got outside to 99.7 Laplace. Probably down here, you're almost 99%. This here too. Hell, more than that. We could turn on coin flips and stuff. It's not on this specific indicator though. But now we're back up inside the 95.4. 68.3 is up here back in the daily 68.3.
Yep.
Plus. So yeah, I mean, we could have like easy 19.5 incoming, and we've already talked about this. I mean, from what I've seen on the SPY chart, these babies are going to want to probably go up and test the weekly range. Bitcoin's up here at 20K, a little bit under $50, $40, and it's a wide range. So when you have a wide range in Van, we've got a new indicator we're working on with the width of the price action volatility ranges. You did an upgrade yesterday. It's pretty damn interesting. I worked with it a little bit, and I was just like, whoa, okie dokie. Literally can give you like on a low time frame, whether you have a trending range or a ranging range. Yeah, pretty cool. And then you match that up with entropy and see what entropy's doing.
Yep.
Pretty good. Gonna take some work, but yeah, kind of like it. I kind of like it. So then we can take this. Let's see here.
You mind speaking for a minute on ALR?
Yeah, the laser returns. You want to? Yasha loves talking about the ALR. Let him rip.
I love it, dude. Well, first of all, it's really good for divs, right? I mean, it's great. First of all, it even has a built-in div spotting mechanism you can always, look at and see for reference. But it's telling you what the returns are, up or down, right? And you can see there on the standard deviation bands that it has where you are along the returns band. So that's why it's really good for spotting divs, because when you have an outlier that goes 2 or 3, standard deviations away from the mean, well, it's probably going to revert to the mean, right? So you're going to have a div building up one way or the other, bearish or bullish, and you can see it very clearly there. That's why it's really good for targeting with the ALR to know when to take profits, also when to get an entry. But it's really good for taking profits. And when you combine it with the AVP and the Pearson correlation, and then you also look at the AVQ to know whether or not you're in a long move or a short move, whether you should be getting in or out on the AVQ. I mean, it's really good for knowing, again, ALR is really good for knowing then when to make entries as well as when to make exits, because you can see on the ALR if you're coming up to the end of a move, or I mean, on the AVQ, if you're coming up, if it's a weak move, or if it's the end of a move, or if it's the beginning of a move, you can see that very clearly on the AVQ. That's why it's a great set of indicators to learn from, because it gives you, a very good overall picture of how the volatility is working together in different ways, where you can make entries and exits for short scalps, for any time frame really, but especially for short scalps.
If you're exactly. If you're scalping basically, and you see a hit like the second or third band, and you're starting to build up some kind of the bullish or bearish divergence, you kind of know then, right? This is going to mean reverts.
Yes, and you can see the bullish or bearish. You can see the bullish or bearish div usually print automatically for you.
Yeah.
You don't even. It's best to do it by hand anyway. But if you don't want to, if you just want to wait for that one to fill in the signal, it's highly accurate.
Yeah, I got
Maybe not
you.
100%.
When I'm back testing here by looking back, see when it hits like the second band, second standard deviation, very usually universe for the next
Absolutely
4 or 5 periods.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then if it hits the third band, well then it's
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's just like regular standard deviation bands operate. It's just that you're seeing them on the returns oscillator, and that's all it is. It's just a returns oscillator, but it's really, I mean,
so
it's got whatever band.
If you're trying to scalp 1 minute, let's say, and you catch a good level and it starts running, the best thing to do would be switch to a 5 minute or 15 minute, see if it's hitting any of the bands, then take your profit or go short or swing back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. 1 minute will tell you, as it's building up, whether or not it's building up something on the 3 minute or then on the 5 minute, all the way up to the 15.
And you can see then on your 1 minute if you go from expanding positively, and then if it switches to a negative drift, then you can then switch over and have a look and see if you've hit a band or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And if you should be taking profit or staying in the move.
Yeah.
And usually, I mean, when you're scalping, you just want to take your profits, because you just want to, take profit and reposition, take profit and reposition, take profit and reposition. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if the reposition's in the same direction even. You wait for the information to be clear. Like if the information's not clear, you should be taking profits, and then figure out when it's clear to you again to get back in the move. It should never be that you're in a position that you're not clear about what the information's saying, because the tools are very accurate. And if they're telling you things are in the mushy middle and it's very volatile and it could go either way and you don't know which way to go, and you don't have a clue for some reason, best not to take that trade. Best to be clear about the trade you take, obviously. That's for anybody who's learning this. Yeah, wait for correlation, wait for the clear the clear move on the tendency, wait for when the returns are very compressed so that they have nowhere to go but expand, for example, or if they're at the other extreme and riding high for some reason, wait for them to be at the extreme, and then they start to come, they have nowhere to go but back down to the mean, or back up to the mean, and then wait to see where you are with the AVQ to make sure that you're getting in at the confirmed move, beginning a longer, it could be any, you can't predict how long that'll be necessarily, but once you see that the AVQ is giving you a confirmed signal, it's usually good for a good long move, depending on obviously where you are along the path of the volatility. But together they give you a good idea from big picture to low picture, from from sort of bigger zoomed out view of the AVQ to the zoomed in view of the returns, and then the volatility, and that drives the price action. So to me, it's like AVQ, ALR, AVP, and PC. Those right there will tell you exactly when to get in and get out of a scalp.
I hear you, man.
Yeah. I love ALR. It's great. It's super awesome.
No doubt about it.
Divs on it. And the one that we have in the full package, the returns oscillator, right? Which isn't like the ALR, which shows you info in columns. It shows you like in a line traveling up and down between these moving bands. Returns oscillator, the divs on that thing are, unbelievably powerful. It's by far the most important div tool that we have, in my opinion. And I love entropy oscillator also for divs. It's really, really, really good. But returns oscillator for divs is just, you could trade on that if you like trading divs. You can just trade on that all day. It's like no question about it. It's very powerful.
Yeah. I like this 90-minute right. This is a good example of how this div works. Pretty powerful.
Yeah. Amazing.
And you're using the LR, it's just returns. So what are they telling you? The return on your investment is diminishing. If you're short, take your fucking profit. If you're trading a 90-minute time frame, which I just use it in conjunction with just working my workflow. But yeah, it was a brainer right here. You get this return candle. It's the 4SD move, probably a little more. You get this tiny little pop here, but next return candle makes it to the 2SD. Look at the next two, just barely. And you can see by the wick, right? Boom, and then it pops right to the top side. And as of right now, here on the 90, there's no bear div building at all. But 4 hour? Nope. Where was that at? Is it the daily? Daily's just building this bull div.
Yep.
On the Bitcoin. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But yeah, that's why we were just giving this chart to people. And then you hear the doc here talk. Look, if you just take your time and you study this stuff, right? This guy's in the middle of the PhD, right? Well, he's got time. If you just listen to him talk, he's getting it. He's getting it. That's all we want. Because if you start to get this, all this other stuff, when you come to it, it's going to be so much easier because you got the basics down. And you're going to really start to understand the distribution. That it's all that matters. At first it was like, oh yeah, the distribution. Let's check this out. Let's see how this fits in. And then you're just like, okie doke. Where's this been in my whole life? Start using it in every aspect of your life.
I was thinking about that earlier. There's many things I don't know. And if you ask me what is the price of a tire going to be tomorrow, I have no idea. It could be whatever it's going to be. But if you show me the chart with Veps information, I'll tell you a pretty good idea.
Exactly. Man, that time went fast. An hour, huh?
Well, look at that. An hour.
I do like this to pop a little bit today. All right, we said that going into the end of the week, and it did. It made a little quick move, but yeah. Volatility dictated it the other way. That's why we use low time frames. I can see something on a daily or a 4 hour, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As soon as I got off that stream, if I would have been actively trading, I would have looked at those lower time frame charts, 90, 45, 15, 5 minute, and been like, yep, this baby's going the other way. And it ended up, a couple percent down, I think, on Friday. Dropped like 7 points, I think, after it moved up a few. But yeah, let's get back at it tomorrow morning. Let's get back at it tomorrow morning. And we're going to still be here plugging away just like we have for the several years now. Just accumulating people. It's all about accumulating people into the alpha trading distribution. We have plenty of room. We'll let you know when we get filled up to the 99.7 Laplace.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
See you, man.
Yep.
Good day.
Peace out, fellas.
Yep.